Hello and good evening, folks, and welcome to the first episode of Liberty Update. This is a new time, same channels, and new title. And this is a special episode because it is the first episode. We're closing up the campaign portion of the show and going into something a little different. And oh goodness. So I had some leftover videos to play for you folks to start off with my campaign because I missed doing the last Liberty on the Road, and I'm pulling it up right now. But it starts in Halloween because that was that's where we left off the week before Election Day. And anyways, it starts in Halloween and it goes to the day after election. So I hope you guys enjoy it. Number 1, and I approve this message. Fueled on liquid freedom. That's right, liquid freedom from the blood of tyrants. Nothing has gotten me further in Florida than liquid freedom.
Well, I'm with the Yes on 3 campaign, and we want to thank the Libertarian Party of Florida because you guys were one of the first people to come out, one of the first organizations to come out and support us and what we're trying to do here, legalizing marijuana in the state of Florida. It is the first step. I know there's a lot of people in the Libertarian Party who want more. They want the next step. They want homegrown. They want all these things. We cannot get there unless we start here with Yes on 3.
Never really truly out of everything.
Hey, we're Decrim Nature Florida. We're trying to keep people out of prison for psychedelics. Our parent organization is decriminalized in over 30 cities so far, and that means in all of those cities, we can grow, we can give, we can share, and we're not going to worry about arrests in those cities. So if that sounds good to you, then definitely check out our website, our community. We would love good helping hands. We have teams in Orlando, in Jacksonville, and in Tampa that are actively pushing this. We've got legislation drafted, and the missing piece is you, my friend.
How I first got exposed to the Libertarian Party was about 20 years ago. I opened up a medical marijuana magazine from Canada. And so that's how I learned about medical marijuana, and it's also how I learned about the Libertarian Party. Awesome. And so over the years, I just followed it, and here we are today.
Hell yeah.
Thanks for coming out, Brent.
Hi, my name is Sherry. I'm currently fighting for Harold Morris. He is currently incarcerated for cannabis in the state of Maryland. He's serving a 40-year sentence. 20 years is mandatory, no parole. So we are in the middle of some court cases right now, but we have no luck. We are calling on Governor Wes Moore to release him from prison. All we need is his clemency to be signed off. We have submitted his packets multiple times. I'm out here with Freedom Grow. I have multiple advocate groups working with us. We are trying our hardest to get him to come home. He was incarcerated since 2019. He's now served 5 years already. He has another 15 years to go at this point.
I want everyone, no matter where they come from, no matter how much they earn, what the color of their skin, how they worship, or how they live their lives, none of that should keep you away from being a libertarian. it's clear that the Conrad High School event, I stomped her. It was over. She got scared after that event. My signs started disappearing after that event. It was crazy what happened after the Conrad event. But being a candidate is my favorite role because I get to do that to the two old parties all the time.
All right, so that was my campaign update from Halloween, like I said, until the election, the day after the election. Yes, I spent the day after the election in the spa. It was a wonderful spa. If you guys ever get a chance to go out to Dallas, Texas, the King Spa and Sauna is amazing. They have multiple sauna rooms. They even have an ice sauna room. They have an oxygen room. They have salt sauna, plain sauna, steam saunas, pine salt sauna, gold sauna. I just had a great time, and I went over there. They had hot tubs. They had different temperature hot tubs. They even had hot tubs with like tea infused into them. And I went there, and I went ahead and got their rub me, scrub me package, and just scrub off all that political grime I got on me through the campaign. It was good. I definitely got exfoliated from it. And yeah, so the trip out to Dallas was a little rocky. There was some bad weather, and our plane actually got diverted to Austin. And we were supposed to land in Dallas at 3 p.m. We ended up landing in Austin instead because of the weather. And they told us that we would get back to Dallas that night. Promise, don't go anywhere, right? And every hour they said, one more hour, one more hour. And so they loaded us all up on the plane at almost 10 o'clock at night to go to Dallas. And we were sitting on the turnpike for, I'm not even sure how long, at least a good solid 45 minutes, another 45 minutes. And we got a new notification on our phones that the flight had been delayed again until 7 o'clock in the morning. And so me and two random strangers on the plane decided to get a rental car and drive to Dallas, because then even while we were driving, we had another update from the airline saying that our plane wasn't even going to land in Dallas until noon the next day. And then even the next morning, while I was in Dallas already, I got a notification that it wasn't going to land until 4 p.m. So I ended up driving from Austin to Dallas with two folks. One of them was from the Texas area, and he actually worked for the airlines. So that was interesting. And the other guy was a Florida resident of Lake City, and he had to judge a horse show in Dallas and had to be there the next day. And of course, for me, the next day was election day. I had things to do. I had a campaign update to do. Which we did. We did a long campaign update from Dallas. It was 4 hours long. We went through, we had candidates call in, which, by the way, if you're watching right now and you want to call in and talk about the election results or anything else going on, feel free. This is a kind of an open mic night. I do have guests scheduled coming up in a few weeks. And when you're watching the campaign update from the it was the Canna-Fest that was held in Mount Dora. There was a lady on there who is trying to get her significant other free from prison, who is in there under a not medical, but a marijuana charge in the state that now has recreational marijuana. But her significant other is actually serving a sentence. It will not be released for a decade still for marijuana. So she's going to be a guest coming up soon. I also have a few guests coming up that also have their own podcasts and were gracious enough to invite me on theirs, which I do appreciate. And I want to have them, come on mine just so they can even get clips. I don't care. Where we're going with this show right now is in a different direction. So I'm not necessarily going to be playing the campaign candidate commercials. I want to play commercials, and I want to have guests on that either maybe they are going to become a candidate one day, maybe they're just about the movement, maybe they have an axe to grind. I want to hear about it. Let's get those Festivus stories going, right? Got some comments from you guys already. Joe Hanush, I always look awkward in video, LOL. Yeah, well, you make the faces. You do it. And it's not super awkward. It's fine. It's fine. It's good content. Elizabeth says, great job, Feena. Good hustle. Thank you, Elizabeth. Yes, it was a hustle. It was a hustle. I tried my best. And we're going to go over those results here in just a second. Evening friends from Jeremy Flicken. Saw he got in a car accident the other night, and I hope you're doing all right with that. It's always scary. I say that you cannot get on the roads in Florida for more than 3 hours and not risk your life. And that is so true, what I've learned through this campaign and even just living here. This weekend, I went over to visit a friend out in the Panhandle and spent Veterans Day with her. And each way, there were it's more than a 3 hour long drive, and each way there was at some point somebody on the road tried to kill me. So I'm all for autonomous driving cars. I would love to get autonomous driving cars on the roads soon. That'd be great. So I think I've told you guys most of the story of the election night. As far as the libertarian drama, I hear they removed our secretary again. And me personally, I'm going to be going through I'm just going to be taking some time for myself for a moment. I'm going to be, I got to clean my garage. I got to clean my house. Of course, there's still stuff with the campaign that needs to be squared away. There's still an FEC report that needs to be filed yet. I have a loan. I have a loan from my campaign that needs to be addressed. Deciding on what I want to keep from this campaign and what I want to kind of go ahead and trim away, because just running the websites, running this program here is something that the campaign was paying for. And if we want to continue those things, it's going to have to come from my pocket, my husband's pocket, money out of the air. Who knows? Either way, bills get paid. They got to get paid. And not really sure how we want to do this going forward. So let's see. The results. That's what you guys are looking for. Let's present those screens. Share that screen. We'll go to the first one. Yeah, there we go. So this is the results from my election here in Florida this year. I did not maintain a third-party status, unfortunately. A fellow named Ben Everidge, who run as no party affiliated, beat me by, let's see, looks like about 5,000 votes or so. So, but either way, that's 57,324 people that have never voted for me before. their first time voting for Feena Benoan. They took a chance on something different. 57,324. That's not a small crowd. That's pretty good. That's actually, I'm very pleased with that result. For reference, I'll go back to the StreamYard studio. Stop this share. For reference, stop screen share. Other races. This is from my 2020 run where I ran against Mike Gabbert in Hawaii, my first run. And folks, if you don't know, Mike Gabbert is Tulsi Gabbert's dad. And let's see, we got 6,172 votes there. And then in 2022, oops, wrong button. In 2022, I think it's this one. Yes. In 2022, we got 4,915 votes. Whew, that one hurt my feelings. That one hurt my feelings. But that's okay. Over 57,000 votes is good. Got some more comments. Joe says, as soon as self-driving cars are safe, I'll do a cross-country ride. Yeah, I would be down for that too. Says, I got your signed and cleaned campaign shirt for your 2026 run for Senate. Oh, that's so nice. And then he says, don't blame me for Scott. I voted for Feena. There we go. Don't blame me for Scott. So you can keep the campaign shirt. That's yours if you want it. I mean, just keep it. It's a cool shirt. I like the design. I thought the design was cool on it. Anytime you got you're repping your state's shape, I think is cool. I don't know. I like the Liberty torch on there too. So that's pretty cool that way. Let's see, what else we got? I have been looking for the final readout for the Chase Oliver campaign, and I've not been able to find it. If anyone has a link to that, if you would share that with me in the comments section, I would really appreciate that. And I do have Mike Scott's his campaign results here. We got 64,117 votes at 2.3%, which that's really good. That's more than me. That's more than me. And I thought he did really great for his first run. And congratulations for getting that vote out. Let's see. Oh, one more thing I wanted to do. So I wanted to go through my campaign website because I've had folks on this whole time and I never actually went through my own campaign website. So we're going to go through my campaign website because we put a lot of work into it. Okay, so here is the home screen. That's not the home. There's the home image. It scrolls through. This is a kind of a re-imaged of an image that I made for the 2022 run, and it's literally the preamble. All individuals, both in let's go back to that. All individuals, both inside and outside the government, should be personally liable for their consequences of their behavior. It's good stuff. We seek a world of liberty, a world in which individuals are sovereign over their own lives, and no one is forced to sacrifice his or her values for the sake of others. We believe that respect for individual rights is the essential precondition for a free and prosperous world, that force and fraud must be banished from human relationships, and that through freedom, peace, and prosperity can be realized. Consequently, we defend each person's right to engage in any activity that is peaceful and honest, and we welcome the diversity that freedom brings. The world we seek to build is one where individuals are free to follow their own dreams in their own ways, without interference from any government or any authoritarian power. If there is a proper role for government at all, it is to protect individual lives, liberty, and property. Rights of protection shall not be limited by age, race, religion, sex, or sexual preference. It is paramount that the government do this with efficiency and justice, and without violating individuals' rights or privacy that it pretends to protect. People own themselves, the product of their labor, and their voluntary exchange. Are you tired of the same two parties not representing you? There is a third party option. We have been here for over 50 years. We have not elected many yet, but don't you think it's time for something different? They say that we steal votes. They are wrong. We earn every vote, whether it is from our hard work and trustworthiness or from the corruption the other two parties flaunt. They also say your vote is wasted, but every vote for the Libertarian sends a message to those in government that we, the people, are the ones with the power. Feena for Senate, trusted, veteran, experienced. Feena Benoit is running for the people. For too long, our nation has been duped and divided by the two old parties that are bought and paid for by the highest bidder. There has never been an election more important than the one right now to vote Libertarian and to get our country on the right track. Fiscally conservative means less government. It's cutting out the bureaucracy burdens, empowerment of small businesses, and yes, less taxes. Social liberal means more freedom. It's putting humans first. It's about representing new generations, and it's about criminal justice reform. Choose Libertarian. Choose the light. Choose a candidate you actually want a 7-year-old to recite. Choose Feena Benoit for U.S. Senate. And then we also have here on Feena on the issues. Now this particular graphic I had on a lot of my handouts because people wanted to know what's the issues. Where are you at on the issues? So I did a simple for and against, for small government, for term limits, for Second Amendments, for legal cannabis, for human rights, for free markets, and for criminal justice reform. And against war, taxes, bailouts, using force or fraud, 1,000-page bills for law, the Patriot Act, election tampering both abroad and domestically, funding another country's war, banning books, and most of all, giving up on the future of humanity. So that's my homepage. This is a link to join, where you can join and become, I guess, a Libertarian here. So this particular website is hosted by the Libertarian Party of Florida and through Nation Builder. We have a volunteer contact page. If we all do what we can when we can, then together we can save the future, baby. Less freedom and more government. What? Less government, more freedom. Let's see. Contact. Got the contact page here. About Feena. Oh, I did this one specifically for libertarians that want to know, who's that girl? So here we go. Real question, and this was a real question. Are you active with, and it actually wasn't with Florida LP, it was just with the Libertarian Party. Are you active with the LP? And I said, I am very active. I helped with phone banking for last year's Jacksonville candidates, Eric Parker, Tracy Robinson, and Pastor Tubb. I attended the state convention and tabled the LP Duval table, selling convention t-shirts and sang barbershop for the event. I attend my local affiliate meetings regularly, and they are the first Thursday of each month, and afterwards there is a meet and greet. Before that, I was the vice chair of the Libertarian Party of Hawaii and on the executive committee since 2018. I was the U.S. Senate Libertarian candidate for Hawaii in 2022, and I ran for Hawaii State Senate in 2020, where I earned 30% of the vote. I am a lifetime member of the National Party, and I have been a delegate since 2018. I sing in the Libertarian Choir, and I have a button from every caucus. I spend most Friday nights with other libertarians across the nation on Libertarian Party Happy Hour. Shout out. I understand running local races is our plan, but we also have to I understand running local races is our plan, but we also have a fill the ballot plan too. I get in where I fit in and do the work. It would be very disingenuous of me to run for local office when I've lived in Hawaii for the last 10 years. But a libertarian voice in Washington politics is a libertarian voice in Washington, regardless of whether they're representing Florida or Hawaii. I was born in Florida on a hot summer night in Sarasota, raised in the mountains of North Carolina, traveled the world with the military, and I'm back here now. I do what I can when I can, and that's all I ask of others too, and that is enough. Let's see down here. Feena Benoit is a dynamic and principled libertarian candidate running for the U.S. Senate to represent the state of Florida. With a rich background that blends professional achievements with a passionate advocacy for individual liberties, Benoit is poised to bring a fresh libertarian perspective to the Senate. Benoit's journey is marked by an unwavering commitment to the principles of limited government, personal freedom, and fiscal responsibility. From her military experience, she understands the unique challenges and opportunities facing America and its diverse population. Her academic credentials, including bachelor's degree in military schools, laid the foundation for a deep understanding of policy and problem solving. Woo! That's a lot of words. I'm gonna keep on going. Keeping on going. This is this video is the one from the VFW, if I remember correctly. Benoit has been actively involved in various community, veteran, and libertarian organizations advocating for civil liberties, privacy rights, and non-interventionist foreign policy. Her ability to articulate libertarian principles in a way that resonates with a broad audience has made her a sought-after speaker and commentator on issues of economic freedom, individual rights, and government transparency. As a U.S. Senate candidate, Benoit is focused on advocating for policies that promote economic prosperity, protect civil liberties, and ensure a more peaceful and cooperative international stance. She is committed to fighting for tax reform that eases the burden on individuals and businesses, advocating for criminal justice reform, and pushing for an end to unnecessary foreign interventions that compromise America's security and fiscal stability. Feena Benoit's campaign is built on the belief that by embracing libertarian principles, Florida and the United States as a whole can achieve a greater prosperity, peace, and freedom for all its citizens. Her vision for a government that stays out of the way, allowing individuals and markets to thrive, resonates with a growing number of Floridians who seek a representative that truly understands for liberty and accountability and the production of individual rights. That was my about page. The issues. Woo. More issues. I am totally not going to read all these. As you can tell, my voice is actually a little scratchy already just from reading all those. But it goes through all of like the issues there. We also have another website. So let me take a second and pull that up. Let's see. Do we have any more comments? No comments. Nobody wants to come on. That's fine. We'll just keep on doing me. That's fine. Feena for us. So that was FeenaBenoit.com. And next we'll go to Feena for Us, a separate campaign website. So this one is hosted and managed by me and William Braddock, who's been on my campaign team for last 3 years, or not 3 years, but shoot, it's been 3 elections. So gosh, it feels like it's 6 years, but it's actually only been 4. So this is a different about story, right? Let's wonder what that is. It says Feena handing out. Okay. All right, so I'll read this one. Ooh. I like to make it personal. I was dealt a hand most would have folded on. Every opportunity that has presented itself to me, I've taken it. That kind of living has led me into a colorful variety of industries, and I've honed many skill sets. Those skill sets have taken me far from home, and my hand has become one to beat on the table after the turn. Community uniter. As I am a veteran, I serve as the vice chair. Oh, goodness, this is kind of old. I serve on the vice chair of the executive committee of Libertarian Party of Hawaii, a lifetime member of the National Party, and the chief of operations for 501c19 nonprofit, the Hawaii Veterans Cannabis Alliance. I'm a class of Corona graduate from Hawaii Pacific University, and I'm running for U.S. Senate. From early childhood, I enjoyed music first. I grew up listening to the sounds of Motown to grunge and everything in between. In high school, I started to get into theater and film. While I was in high school, I would work part-time in the summers for my aunt, who owned a small print shop. It was there I learned about different printing processes. Okay, this is just going too much. But so the purpose of this website, okay, so the first one was the more crispy one. This one is a little bit softer. So this website, the Feena for Us, was more attuned to folks that were more probably Democrat, if you will. Of course, we got the donate page. There's a news page. Get involved, volunteer. Issues. I liked this issues page the best. And it was actually kind of hard to work with and get exactly how I wanted it. But it's my favorite one. Advocating for change, Feena is dedicated to addressing key issues and implementing effective policies, limited government, free markets, less government, more freedom. Feena is committed to addressing this key issue through innovative policies and solutions that prioritize individual freedom and limited government intervention, limited government and free markets. Position, reduce the size and scope of government to maximize individual freedom and economic opportunity. Strategy is deregulation and decentralization, emphasizing the benefits of innovation and competition in free markets. No foreign war aid. American tax dollars stay in America. There are far more noble causes right here in our own country that affect our citizens and we should be addressing, like access to clean drinking water. No foreign war aid. Position, oppose using taxpayer dollars to support foreign conflicts. Strategy, there are moral and economic arguments against foreign war aid, such as non-interventionism and fiscal responsibility. Term limits, pass the baton. U.S. senators become millionaires in one term on salary alone. 2 terms is enough. If you couldn't do what you came to do in 12 years, it's not going to happen in 18. Term limits. Position. Congress needs term limits to promote political diversity and reduce corruption. Strategy. If you are frustrated with the political status quo, term limits is a mechanism to ensure governmental accountability and refresh political leadership. Cannabis legalization, give the people what they want. Cannabis prohibition has been an issue for decades, causing more harm than good for far too long. Cannabis legalization, the position, support the legalization of cannabis, treating it as a matter of personal choice and medical freedom. Strategy, broken futures and broken families are the failures of the war on drugs. Decreasing the judicial system is only one of the economic benefits of legalization. Cannabis has positive medical implications and belongs in the same classification as other medicinal herbs like St. John's wort. Energy race, a sustainable and abundant future. Feena is committed to addressing this key issue through innovative policies and solutions that prioritize sustainability, accessibility, and value. Energy race. Encourage innovation in the energy sector to address environmental concerns and energy independence through market-driven solutions. The strategy has proposed incentives for clean energy research and development, stressing the importance of energy diversity and sustainability without government mandates. Shall not be infringed. Guns are scary. They're supposed to be. Guns are tools that must be handled correctly and never played with. This tool's purpose is important enough that it got its own amendment. The Second Amendment position championed the right to bear arms as a fundamental aspect of the individual liberty and self-defense. Strategy, share stories of self-defense and responsible gun ownership, advocate for educational programs on gun safety, and oppose regulations that infringe on the Second Amendment. Abortion, women's health. The fact that people argue about when a pregnancy becomes a life is a testament to how little women's health has been studied. In the last century, we have had many reproductive advancements, from the various forms of birth control and abortion pill to IVF, 3D printed wombs, surrogacy, and even what the fuck? Even no, that's incorrect. Why is this up here this way? I know. Okay. So, folks, story time. I don't know if I told you guys this, but during the campaign, my website got hacked. That one in particular. It got hacked. We think it was probably, it looks like Russian IPs. And so we had to rebuild the website, and we really rebuilt it from an old build. And then I just lost the time to recheck everything. Oh, but it is what it is. Advocating for change, anti-war stance. So this is, oh, I'm not sharing my screen anymore. Sorry. Let me bring that back up. COVID is over. We aren't healed. Lucky we live in America. Bad business practices deserve to fail. No bailouts. Oh, goodness. Well, like I say, I used to like this slider until I realized it's not the updated what I said. There was also a shop, and there still is a shop. There still is a shop if you want to buy stuff that nothing. Oh. Okay. So this is like one of those moments where you're like, no wonder she fucking lost, right? Yeah. Hindsight is always 20/20, my friends. There's always more that you could have done. There's always something you could have done better. And that is the reality of a campaign. Always something more you could have done. Always something you could have done better. And there was just, I liked my campaign. I did what I could when I could. And at some point, you just have to accept what has been done and it be over. And that's where we are, folks. We are 40 minutes into the show, and I still don't have any call-in. So if you'd like to call in and say hello, maybe go over your election results or not, we can talk about whatever, and I'm fine with that. Let's see. What else was I going to do? So we've gone through the website already. Gone through the election results. We're at 40 minutes in. I'm going to play the campaign update again because it was good. I'm Feena Benoan, and I approve this message.
Fueled on liquid freedom. That's right, liquid freedom from the blood of tyrants. Nothing has got me further in Florida than liquid freedom.
Well, I'm with the Yes on 3 campaign, and we want to thank the Libertarian Party of Florida because you guys were one of the first people to come out, one of the first organizations to come out and support us and what we're trying to do here, legalizing marijuana in the state of Florida. It is the first step. I know there's a lot of people in the Libertarian Party who want more. They want the next step. They want homegrown. They want all these things. We cannot get there unless we start here with Yes on 3.
Never really truly out of everything.
Hey, we're Decrim Nature, Florida. We're trying to keep people out of prison for psychedelics. Our parent organization is decriminalized in over 30 cities so far, and that means in all of those cities, we can grow, we can gift, we can share, and we're not going to worry about arrests in those cities. So if that sounds good to you, then definitely check out our website, our community. We would love good helping hands. We have teams in Orlando, in Jacksonville, and in Tampa that are actively pushing this. We've got legislation drafted, and the missing piece is you, my friend.
How I first got exposed to the Libertarian Party was about 20 years ago. I opened up a medical marijuana magazine from Canada. And so that's how I learned about medical marijuana, and is also how I learned about the Libertarian Party. And so over the years, I just followed it, and here we are today.
Hell yeah.
Thanks for coming out, Brent.
Hi, my name is Sherry. I'm currently fighting for Harold Morris. He is currently incarcerated for cannabis in the state of Maryland. He's serving a 40-year sentence. 20 years is mandatory, no parole. So we are in the middle of some court cases right now, but we have no luck. We are calling on Governor Wes Moore to release him from prison. All we need is his clemency to be signed off. We have submitted his packets multiple times. I'm out here with Freedom Grow. I have multiple advocate groups working with us. We are trying our hardest to get him to come home. He was incarcerated since 2019. He's now served 5 years already. He has another 15 years to go at this point.
I want everyone, no matter where they come from, no matter how much they earn, the color of their skin, how they worship, or how they live their lives, none of that should keep you away from being a libertarian.
It's clear that the Conrad High School event, I stomped her. It was over. She got scared after that event. event. My signs started disappearing after that event. It was crazy what happened after the Conrad event. But being a candidate is my favorite role because I get to do that to the two old parties all the time.
Okay, so now I'm going to play a video from the actual event that we did, the not the event, the election watch party. Where's it at? I just had it up. There we go. This is Chase Oliver opening up the What Freedom Means to Me box.
Yeah. Okay. So, Austin says freedom means legalizing weed.
Oh, yeah.
I agree.
Yes. So, let me give you some backstory real quick.
Yeah.
These all came from the Cannabis Fest that we were at. This
Well,
weekend.
you know what? I imagine we're going to have a very cannabis-heavy one because
Yeah.
weed is also number 2. Medicated. I think we all know what medication we're talking about. The right to maintain myself by any means necessary. That comes from Christine. Thank you, Christine. I agree with you. The freedom to grow, both cannabis and as individuals. I believe that is the freedom we have. Thank you, Brent, for that. Freedom to me means more land. If you're real estate, you know, I'm down for that. You know, room to roam. You know, freedom means human rights. Remember, all human rights are inherent and they belong to you. They were not given to you by any document or constitution. You were born with human rights, and human rights do mean freedom. So thank you. I cannot read that first name, I apologize. Rich says, freedom to me means be able to do what I want, when I want, live free. I agree. That should really be the libertarian mantra. I do what I want when I want. Natalie says the right to make choices about my body. If you notice, she says my body and not the body of other people. That's body autonomy. That's a right of everybody. That comes from Natalie, smart person right there. It means to be free, and I'm grateful to be free. I'm glad America's free. It also means freedom. I hope America's free forever. Eliana AJ. Eliana, I hope the country is more free for you when you get to be my age than it is today. Absolutely. I'm going to keep fighting for your freedom each and every day. You're 8 years old. You have a long time to grow, and let's make sure that the country grows with you into freedom. No government interference, Alicia. I agree with you there. No boundaries in breaking systemic issues. There are many systemic issues that affect our liberty today, and I'm an activist on the ground. I'll be joining you on the ground, Ariana, to fight for those things. And lastly, free the weed, which is exactly what I thought it was going to be. Totally in line with those first few ones we had. Thank you to everybody who gave us a response. Peace, love, and liberty to you. Yes, I did.
Are they good?
Yeah, well, this Cannabis Fest, so having like weed,
Yeah.
legal weed, and then there's some really great ones too.
Amber, you want to say hey?
Hey! I clean up good, don't I?
Yes, you did.
All right, so that was from the election night watch party that we had in Dallas. Good times. That was Amber from the campaign updates that we do from the Chase Oliver campaign update. And coming up on 49 minutes in. 49 minutes. We got 20 people watching. Nobody wants to come on? Shall I put this in again? Join the episode. Okay, so I'm just going to start playing some other stuff. Oh, look, we got a hello. Hello, secondary colors. Hello. I'm going to present another video file since we don't have anything. So it's going to be, I'm totally going to get weird with it. I'm totally going to play a movie that I made. Actually, I'm going to go ahead and make the, you know what? Yeah, we're going to play Liquid Hawaii. As soon as I find, I think this is it. No, that can't be it. Maybe it is. Maybe episodes. There we go. That's where it needs to be. 495349. Yes. Enjoy. All right, folks. So if you want to come on, you can definitely come on and talk. But if not, I'm just going to keep playing this because I don't know. At least that's something to say for an hour. Good night. Wasn't gonna get weird. It gets weirder. It's good though. Don't watch too much. Don't read too into it.
We gotta go to the package store too. But my registration's out, so we're not going on base for this, right? So, I'm like, alright, we're going to Pearl Ridge. So we go over to Pearl Ridge, and I'm like, hey, you going to the package store? And Dad's like, yeah. And I'm like, well, we're doing the package store first, because it don't matter if beer gets hot in my car. And we go to the package store, and Dad's in there, and Feena goes and grabs him one of those, like, scooter carts, because my dad uses a walker. And so Dad's cruising around the scooter cart. Feena digs out to go grab something out of the exchange, yeah. And my dad finishes up his crap, and we had parked by the package store because Dad's walking on his walker. And I'm like, all right, Dad, you drive the scooter over. I'm gonna take this shit, put it in the car, and then I'm gonna drive my car over. I'll meet you at the commissary side. So Feena's already on plan. We already got this going. Raleigh Point is commissary. So I gotta put the shit in the car, the beer and stuff in the car, and I get in the car and I drive around, and I see a spot in front of like the next part, and I'm like, oh, there's a really close spot. And I was like, I need to be close to the commissary for Dad, like commissary side. So let me get a little closer. So I drive over to where commissary is at. Money, man, money. God's looking out for me. I got the massive, awesome Rockstar parking. The second handicap space right here, right as I get to where I need to park, is open. I'm like, cool. So I look, nobody's coming. I turn in, because I have to turn into the aisle, you know, I'm driving the main thing. I turn into the aisle, and then I turn into the spot. And I park, and I put my handicap placard on the dash, and I'm a pothead, so I'm thirsty. So I go and I'm like getting my water out, and I see this lady come from behind me and pull in next to my car. And she starts like rolling down. Now, next to me is like one of those general spots. You know, they have the generals 06 and above or whatever shit. So I know her bitch ass ain't no general, but whatever. It ain't my business. She rolls down her window, and I'm getting a drink of water. And I kind of see her out of the corner of my eye, but I don't really care because she ain't in my life. And I'm getting my drink. And then I see her like roll down her window and like kind of look kind of thing. And then she like, and I'm still drinking my water. And I see her roll up her window, she starts backing up. And I'm like, I guess she figured she can't park there now. Whatever. Put my water down, get my shit together, and I get out the car, you know. And I get out the car, I stand up, I lock the car, shut it, and she's like creeping, right? So she's like right behind my car. And I go to walk into the commissary, like walk across the thing. And I start walking, and there's this chick coming from the other side, like some other chick walking, and we like start to converge. And as this chick gets closer to me, the lady in the car, I guess she's feeling kind of brave and kind of spunky today. And she's like, hey! And I turn around, because me and the chick both turn around, and I'm like, and she's like, I've been driving around for 20 minutes, and you just whipped into this parking space in front of me. Now, mind you, I drive like an old lady, for real. So, I didn't whip in front of anybody anyway. And I'm like, I look at her, and she's like, you just whipped in front of me and took it. And I'm like, sorry. And I turn around and I walk inside, and the girl next to me, she starts snickering and shit. And the lady's like, creeping. Like, I guess she's still trying to want to yell at me, but I don't give a damn, because it ain't my problem, right?
three, four, 3, 4. Big party, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3. Hey, you! Get over here!
Everyone marking recording for duty as instructed.
All right, Barbie. So again, you're all right. It's genius. Oh, anyway, genius. You see them all over there? You see what they are doing? Now go get uniforms. No one wears blue, everyone wears white.
We are everyone, where anyone can be someone. There are no ones. Good fortune to you, for they are watching, waiting to make anyone a someone forever.
One time I had this dream that I was big. I mean, like really big. And then I went into the city and they started attacking me. And then there was these women that were laughing. They were laughing at my demise. They were laughing while I died. And then I realized they were all just copies of me.
Finish line? Listen, you're finished when I tell you you're finished. And you ain't finished.
Is anyone asking questions?
Anyone allowed to ask questions?
Oh, anyone's allowed to ask questions.
But no one asks questions. So I say again, is anyone asking questions?
No. No one asks questions.
Good. Now go find your group and run with it.
How do you know when you're in group 2?
They know.
What about group 3?
They know everything.
Hey, what group are you in?
3, take
fuck working at this place when you got ghosts
Oh,
right
please.
there? Oh, back it up, back it up.
I'm backing it up. It's going too fast. Are you
Yeah,
ready?
fuck yeah, go, just go. It's okay,
Here.
just go there.
Watch this shit. Zoop out of nowhere, and it just stays
And just
there.
stays.
Don't even notice. Oh man. And it's there for a minute too,
Fucking creepy.
and then just walks away.
And right through the fucking glass.
Almost to be like, all right, I'm bored of you. And it
Yeah.
just walks away.
Turns and
And
goes.
goes.
Fuck's working here.
Haven't found that car that suits you and your budget? Cheyenne Chevrolet can help during the Cheyenne Chevy Summer Bonus Tag event. Select the car that fits you, then choose your deal. 0% APR financing or $1,000 cash, or an additional $500 bonus cash. Own a new Chevy Cruze for $19,990, or lease it for $198 a month. Compact, fun, and easy on the pocket. So head down to Cheyenne Chevy and
The bongs. It's pretty nice.
You just missed your run. When they call your number, you run. They just called your number.
Yes, sir.
3, take your position.
They just called your number again. Get over there. What group are you in?
3. You know, I just came back from hitting the wall.
Group 4, take your position.
I don't think they saw you. No.
3, take your position.
You hit the wall. We all hit the wall. Did anyone else see Barbie hit the wall?
Group 1, take your positions. Group 2, take your positions.
We'll be watching.
Group 3, take your positions.
They saw, everyone saw. Good for you.
Everyone is overwhelmed at first. Becoming everyone from a no one to an anyone is a lot to handle.
Next time, try to give it a little bit more. Remember, you're not a no one, you're an anyone.
Yeah, I am an anyone. I'm not a no one. All right, it's time again. I am anyone, not a no one. I am anyone, not a no one.
3, take your position.
We're doing so good. What happened?
Well, I just think I'm gonna get hurt.
Do I look like someone who cares if anyone gets hurt?
I'm someone who cares if anyone gets hurt. We've had 15 runners now daily since the last movie. If anyone will wear safety precautions. As a matter of fact, I think it's about time we start looking out for the safety of anyone and everyone. I, someone, hereby issue a mandate. From henceforth, all runners to the wall shall wear safety goggles. From henceforth,
All runners to the wall shall wear safety goggles. It sounds like anyone just became a someone. It gives me great pleasure to announce the newest someone. She rose from anyone, just like you, to become someone. And just like you, she could become the someone for everyone. I present someone!
So I was like, whatever. I said sorry. I walk inside. I go. I find Dad and Feena, and we're like doing our thing. We're shopping, whatever. We're done shopping. We're waiting in this line because you know how the line is at commissary. And there's a sign that says there's like 3 different registers that have handicap priority, and you can cut to front of line. Well, my dad don't give a shit. He's sitting down in a scooter. We're standing, whatever. He's fucking good. So we're waiting in line, and I see the same lady that was talking all this smack to me cut the line behind. She just finished walking the whole fucking commissary, got a full fucking cart of shit, cuts the line to the, and I'm like. And I told Feena, I'm like, hey, you remember that lady I told you fucking freaked out at me when I walked in? That's her right there. So we come up, there's like 2 people in front of us. They go. That's me and Dad and Feena. We're the next ones. And her register is the one that's clearest from what we can tell. And Feena's like, let's do this.
Got it.
She starts charging down. And I'm like, come on, Dad, let's go. Dad starts, and we get like 4 or 5 registers away from that one. So we're like, I don't know, there's like 30 and we're at like 22 or something. And it's empty. Like there's nobody's shit left on the belt even. Empty. And I'm like, Dad, give me your shit. And I start throwing it up there because
I was going to the
dude, I already saw home chick with a fucking full load of shit and the person in front of her with a full load of shit. And I'm like, fuck that, we got an empty cash tray right here. So I start throwing stuff up. And then Dad can't get in the thing. We're like, and then somebody else is already in line behind Crabby Bitch Lady. So like, fuck, whatever. So we check out, and we get it all checked out, and now this lady is out of my head again. She's gone. And we come out of the fucking commissary. We start walking towards the car, and who do we find 20 yards away fucking looking in my fucking windshield like she's got some business at my car? And I'm like, he's like, what the fuck is that? I was like, yeah, that's that fucking lady. And she's like, oh no.
Oh no.
Go ahead, Feena.
I was like, excuse me.
She starts rushing over too.
Yeah, oh yeah,
it ain't no joke.
What are you doing? What do you think you're doing? I was like, whose car is this? This isn't your car. This is not your car. What are you doing by this car? And she's like, is this your car? I was like, it doesn't matter. I know it's not your car. And I got
Feena's like, my stuff's in this car.
Yeah. I was like
this ain't your car.
Yeah. Who are you?
Yeah.
She goes, well,
yeah.
I'm like, who am I? What? Who are you? This is not your car, and I know it's not your car. And this bitch was like,
she goes, I was checking the expiration date.
Yeah.
And I was like,
no.
Who are you to even be like, she was just like, and my dad rolls up in the fucking scooter. And as Feena's charging up on her, I'm walking into the thing, and Feena's like, what are you doing? And this lady, it's like she's not hearing her or something. And so right as Feena grabs her attention, she's like, what? I'm opening my door, and I'm like, can I help you with something? And she's like, It was like, Feena's here, me here, the fucking commissary bag lady coming too.
Yeah.
Looking at her, me mugging, you know.
Like, everything's all awkward and shit, all awkward and shit. I think I even maybe asked her,
she's like, are you trying to break in the car? Like,
you know how I get when I get pissy and I'm fucking telling somebody, like, I don't even know what the fuck I'm saying. I say weird shit, right? I may have even pointed at your dad, Michelle, and told her, are you happy? Does this make you happy?
Dude, you might have, because honest to tell you.
I think I did. I mean, you know how I do.
Honest to tell you, like, because even after we started, like, even after she walked away from the car, she had parked like 4 spaces down. She had parked like marginally farther away, like literally marginally farther away.
And I took the scooter all the way back, which that scooter goes like
0 miles an hour. It's like 0.2 miles an hour. Yeah. The little kids are passing you in the car.
Yeah. And so the time that it took me to take that car all the way from where we parked all the way to the commissary, plug it in because I'm a nice person.
Yeah.
I have a grandma. I know those carts need a charge.
Yeah.
You know, plug it in. I come back. This bitch is still like muffling around in her car like she's waiting to get her license plate. And so you know me. Once again, I have no filter. I have no cares. And at this point, I'm already fucking hot. I've already showed my ass. Everybody knows I'm an asshole, so I'll just keep going with it. And so I just start yelling it across the parking lot to her. I said, I see you. I see you. I know you. I know who you are. And I see you. I see you for what you're doing. I hope you're happy. I kept saying that. I'm
It
pointing at
doesn't sound like that though.
No.
I see you.
Yeah.
I see you. See me? I see you.
Yeah, that's what I
see
kept
what you're
that.
doing.
I was like, I see you. I see you.
And this lady's like, so we go to pull out, and she's like, hurried up, trying to like duck in her car, like put shit in.
Yeah.
Like,
No, I just kept,
fucking
and this is
mind,
me
lady.
right there at the door. I'm not even getting in yet. Just staring at her. Just staring at her. There's somebody waiting for the spot, and I'm like, I see you, lady. Look at me. Look at me.
She was straight up, I see you. I see you. And there's literally somebody waiting. They'd waited the whole time as she went with the cart and came back. There was a guy waiting before, and he went to like, I was like, oh, you can have her, whatever. And he's like, oh no, there's one right here. And I was like, all right, cool. So yeah, these people were like waiting the whole time she goes with the cart, comes back. I think that's why the lady couldn't. I don't know what she was doing. I don't know. But yeah, so
they may have even wanted to watch the
they
fucking
yeah,
show.
they might have been
They
just
wanted
sitting
to
back
watch
and
the fucking
spectating.
show.
They might have been spectating.
Yeah.
Anyone stays here before you start.
Very well. You see that wall over there? You see what they're doing? I am someone. I'm Barbie. I'll be the person you report to. I need you to change out of your uniform. And you need to hurry back so you can say to everyone free. Oh, you had his album. They fell off the run. I would like to propose a question. Did anyone see? So no one saw. So everyone saw. So someone's driving the car.
I think it's time we issue a revision to the mandate. I, someone, hereby issue the revision to the mandate. All runners from henceforth must wear safety goggles, moist straps. From henceforth, all runners to the wall must wear safety goggles, moist straps.
Stacy. Now find your group and start running.
Now?
Yeah. It's okay. Everyone is a little overwhelmed at first.
So, let me get this straight. Everyone runs to the wall. They hit the wall. And what if someone gets hurt?
No one asks questions.
But the goggles don't protect you from hitting the wall.
Anyone asking questions over here, Barbie?
No one asked questions. It was just a statement. I'm not no one. I'm anyone. I'm everyone.
to keep the records. We never had anyone disobey. She just does what she's supposed to do. She'll not let anyone disobey her while no one, and then everyone will be a no one. Let's see. Here it is. And someone's disobedience. It says here, everyone must obey all mandates, especially concerning safety, which it was, and disobedience is punishable by death by firing squad, but wait, let me check to be sure. Yes, so it says that no one will be subject to the death penalty being the firing squad. Gosh, do we have weapons? I guess we can check the memoriam.
Doesn't really say that. Let me see. Oh my, for disobedience it says everyone must be present to ensure that they are present.
I love the wall. I love the way we've been running at the wall for so long. It's tradition. It takes courage to run at the wall with everything you have. It takes commitment to follow through to full impact. I want to honor that tradition. If it is to be, let it be. Let me run to the wall as I run to my death, to my love. Please, at least let me have that.
You'll have to wear your safety goggles,
Very well. Tomorrow morning, everyone creed. There will be a firing squad ceremony to honor the way we used to do things, under the condition that all safety mandates are observed.
Yo juro fidelidad a la bandera de los estados unidos de América y a la república que está representa una nación baja Dios, indivisible con libertad y justicia.
Where anyone can be someone, there are no ones. Good fortune to you, they are watching. Waiting to make anyone someone for everyone.
one, two, three, four, three, four, three, four, two, three, four, two, three, four, one.
All right. That was Liquid Hawaii. And I'm still 15 minutes short of 2 hours of content, folks. I don't even know what to tell you. I did get a text message from Mike. Let me see what he said. Oh shoot, spaced. You alive? I am yes. I am yes. Yes, I am alive. I am alive, Mike. Folks, I am alive. Are you alive? Are we alive? Yes, we are. Yeah. So this was the final episode of Campaign Update, Liberty Update. I'll play Liberty on the Road one more time because my husband called me earlier and he said that he did not actually get to see that video. So I'm going to play it now as soon as I pull it up. I hope you liked the Liquid Hawaii video. Enjoyed it. In that video was the award-winning film The Wall, Anti-Posteriori, and I had a lot of fun with that one. It is based off of my military experience, actually. It's a parody about military procedural compliance, and I found it only fitting that we play that the day after Veterans Day. So came with some extra stuff, though. So here is Liberty on the Road. Last episode, last piece of Liberty on the Road, last campaign update. Folks, I've really thought about it, and I'm not sure if I'm going to keep on going. But let's play this. Feena Benoan, and I approve this message.
On liquid freedom. That's right, liquid freedom from the blood of tyrants. Nothing has got me further in Florida than liquid freedom.
Well, I'm with the Yes on 3 campaign, and we want to thank the Libertarian Party of Florida because you guys were one of the first people to come out, one of the first organizations to come out and support us and what we're trying to do here, legalizing marijuana in the state of Florida. It is the first step. I know there's a lot of people in the Libertarian Party who want more. They want the next step. They want homegrown. They want all these things. We cannot get there unless we start here with Yes on 3.
Never really truly out of it.
Hey, we're Deep from Nature, Florida. We're trying to keep people out of prison for psychedelics. Our parent organization is decriminalized in over 30 cities so far, and that means in all of those cities, we can grow, we can gift, we can share, and we're not going to worry about arrests in those cities. So if that sounds good to you, then definitely check out our website, our community. We would love good helping hands. We have teams in Orlando, in Jacksonville, and in Tampa that are actively pushing this. We've got legislation drafted, and the missing piece is you, my friend.
How I first got exposed to the Libertarian Party was about 20 years ago. I opened up a medical marijuana magazine from Canada. And so that's one, how I learned about medical marijuana, and is also how I learned about the Libertarian Party. And so over the years, I just followed it, and here we are today.
Hell yeah.
Thanks for coming out, Brent.
Hi, my name is Sherry. I'm currently fighting for Harold Morris. He is currently incarcerated for cannabis in the state of Maryland. He's serving a 40-year sentence. 20 years is mandatory, no parole. So we are in the middle of some court cases right now, but we have no luck. We are calling on Governor Wes Moore to release him from prison. All we need is his clemency to be signed off. We have submitted his packets multiple times. I'm out here with Freedom Grow. I have multiple advocate groups working with us. We are trying our hardest to get him to come home. He was incarcerated since 2019. He's now served 5 years already. He has another 15 years to go at this point.
I want everyone, no matter where they come from, no matter how much they earn, what the color of their skin, how they worship, or how they live their lives, none of that should keep you away from being a libertarian.
It's clear that the Conrad High School event, I stomped her. It was over. She got scared after that event. My signs started disappearing after that event. It was crazy what happened after the Conrad event. But being a candidate is my favorite role because I get to do that to the two old parties all the time.
All right, so that was the campaign update, last campaign update, and I had a lot of fun with that once again. We'll see how this goes. I'm not sure if I want to keep on going with these live feeds indefinitely. Definitely not. But as long as I'm having fun, I'll do it. When I'm not having fun, I won't. So we'll see. And that's all I got for you folks. Oh, I'm not going to be on Facebook Live anymore. Or I'm thinking I'm going to take down X as well. And just if I do these, it's only going to be on YouTube and Twitch. Why? I don't know. Because I like that there's like a little bit more variety with people who's going to see my stuff versus like the algorithms on X and Facebook. I feel like I'm kind of only getting a certain group of people, where if I go out further, there's a possibility of getting a new audience with the new content. Because I'm not sure if I'm going to stick to these politics, like just strictly politics anymore. As this episode kind of highlighted, I am an artist, and I would rather give more towards the cause of, some of those policies we talked about earlier, criminal justice reform. I'd like to give a voice to that and to art, because I like art, and I think art's entertaining, and it's just you're gonna spend your Tuesday nights getting mad at the phone. Doesn't sound fun to me. So I don't want to do that. I don't think I want to do that. I might do. I'm still debating. Still debating on what I want to do. I may even change the name of this. I'm not sure. I'm open to suggestions. We'll see. My criteria for keeping on going is this episode gets more than 150 plays across all the things that it's on. If it doesn't get more than 150, then I think that it's probably a sign, and that I don't need to do this. I need to focus here. I can focus on Christmas, and maybe that's more productive. Maybe that's a better prosperous journey for my life than making these live podcasts And that's all. I hope you guys have a wonderful evening. We're going to finish early, 5 minutes early. Oh, buddy. Oh, we've got some comments. Woo! We got some comments. We got 5shot97. He says hello from Twitch and asks, which part of Florida are you from? Well, I was born in Sarasota. I live in Jacksonville now. Let's see. And that's it. And folks, I hope you have a wonderful evening. I don't have an outro song. I could play the old outro song, I guess. I guess I could play the old outro song. Let's see. Is it available? Yeah, it is. All right, I'll play the old outro song one last time. And stay blessed, friends.